up here on the GMA Heat Index, we should say, we know Sadie Robertson from Duck Dynasty and Dancing with the Stars. Now we're seeing a whole new side of her in a YouTube video she posted, getting lots of reaction online. The star is sharing a very personal and powerful message about body image, drawing strength from faith and encouraging us to just be ourselves.
My name is Sadie Robertson.
It's the YouTube video capturing the attention of millions. 17-year-old Sadie Robertson talking directly to the camera.
Because I want to tell you the reality of things. I struggle with jealousy, and I struggle with comparing myself to other people.
We've gotten to know Sadie as part of the flock on Duck Dynasty. We've seen her shaking her tail feathers on Dancing with the Stars and strutting down a runway in her own fashion line. But we've never seen Sadie Robertson quite like this.
You know, I may be this celebrity status or whatever, but I'm just like every single one of you. I go through my struggles. I go through my everyday life just how y'all do.
Stripped down, no makeup, no camera crews, just opening up about her own struggles.
I'm just like any other girl. I look in the mirror and I pick out the flaw, which is embarrassing, but it's true.
Sharing a powerful message, challenging her fans and herself to live original, as she calls it.
Don't look at somebody and say, that's what I want to be, because in reality, if you're seeking self-approval or human approval, you're never going to reach your goal. You can only reach it by God.
Amen to that. And we are so happy to have Sadie Robertson with us this morning. You were watching it and you said you had no idea it was going to take off like it did?
Absolutely not. I mean, I just got out of the shower one day and I was in my pajamas laying in the bed and I was like kind of preaching to myself, like a message that I needed to hear. And then my little sister came home from church and watched it. She was like, Sadie, that's really good. You should post it. So I posted it, and next thing I know, I'm on Good Morning America talking about it.
But I think in part, Sadie, it's because you're just keeping it real. You know, there's no camera crew, there's no hair and makeup, and I know that's very important to you in this message to be authentic.
Oh, absolutely. I just think it's like important for girls to know that it's like no matter who you are, what position you're in, you know, everybody struggles with insecurities and everybody kind of compares themselves to somebody else if they want to admit it or not. And I just wanted people to know that it's like no matter who you are, you can't reach it by like comparing yourself to other humans. And for me, I found that going through God was like the best way that I could do it.
And you and your family have been very open about that. I know some people are going to go, oh, come on, you've been jealous, you felt these things of insecurity, but you want to say that we all feel that way. And I know where you draw your strength, but are there others too that that inspire you, that you draw inspiration from?
Absolutely. I mean, my whole family is a huge inspiration to me, obviously, and I have the most amazing mom in the world who teaches me that, you know, and she keeps it real with me, and she's so open with me that it helps me and inspires me to be open with the world, because everybody goes through, and it's silly for us to not want to talk about it because we're embarrassed, because you never know who you can help or who you can encourage.
And you are helping a lot of people, and you have been well received for the most part in being so open, especially about your faith, but then there are also people that have been very critical. And there's a person who wants to know how you cope with that. She's on Instagram, and she said, have you ever gotten personal hate for being a Christian and sharing your faith, and how did you cope with it?
Well, yes, but the thing is, it's like God is my rock for me, and I'm not saying that you have to live that way, and I'm not saying that's what you have to do, but for me, that's like my comfort zone, and that's what gets me through life. And so I want to share my message, because if it can help somebody, then it's worth it. And people can hate on me, but that's not the way that they have to live. It's just saying this is what's worked best for me in my life, and this is how I'm going to live. And I mean, that's just who I am. That's just what I believe. I
know, and there are a lot of people who gravitate toward that, and they're very thankful that you are like that, and your family. I know your family is very important to you too.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, oh, thank you for the yes, ma'am. Now, does it have to really be Daddy approved? The wardrobe that you wear, does he have to really?
This is what's silly to me. It's like, yes, of course I want my dad to approve my outfits, but for me, it's like I would never walk out in something that my dad wouldn't approve of. You know, it's like even though it's Daddy approved, it's Sadie approved first. So it's like I don't want to embarrass myself either, just as much as my dad doesn't want me to go out looking skanky.
Something like that. And you didn't at the prom. You were supposed to be here last Friday, but you went to your boyfriend's prom, and you were wearing one of your prom dresses.
Yes, actually, Miss Sherry Hill made me that dress, and I loved it. I loved it. It was so nice of her to do that for me.
Well, it's good for you to be here today, and I know that you're watching tonight Dancing with the Stars.
Yes, Dancing with the Stars tonight.
Mark Ballas, your partner from last season, so I think you're pulling for him a little bit this year too.
Yes, Willow is so cute. She's 14. That's crazy. I mean, I was 17. I thought that was crazy. She's 14, so. rooting them on.
We can't believe he went younger than you.
I know. It's crazy.
But do you watch it? Do you enjoy seeing?
I have been watching it. Yes, it's weird to watch it now and not be there because like last year, or I guess, yeah, last year I would get so nervous every Monday night, and now I'm like, I feel for them. I'm like nervous for them.
Oh, well, thank you. Live original, and that's exactly what you are doing. Thank you, Sadie. Thanks so
thank
much.
you.
Continue blessings going forward. Let's get down to George.